Hey, what's up guys? Joker here. Today I had two news stories. The first one is about the Division downgrade, the graphics downgrade that a lot of people have been talking about over the course of the last week, and I had an update to that, and I wanted to throw my 2 cents in on the issue since it is something that I addressed previously on the channel. And also I want to talk about Nvidia and AMD, who have some big DirectX 12 announcements coming up at GDC in March. But first, I wanted to let you guys know that today's video is being sponsored by Bundle Stars. Right now, they've got their All-Star Bundle going on. For the next 24 hours, it's only another $1.99. After that, it goes up to $2.99. So be sure to check out the link down in the description below to where you can get that. It's got 8 games included, to which I actually have keys for that I'm going to put in the description as well. So when you expand the description, first come, first serve, there's going to be keys for each of these 8 games that are in this bundle that you could pick up in that link for $1.99. So first come, first serve when you check out the description down there when you get here. I'm giving away those 8 games. So, you know, we got things in there like Magicka, Tropico 4, System Shock 2, which is a great classic game. Absolutely love System Shock 2. So definitely check that out down in the description below. But the first news story for today is The Division. Now, about a week ago, I saw some screenshots and some early videos had been posted and leaked online of PC gameplay talking about the Division downgrade of the graphics, and the only thing I could really think at the time was, you know, I told you so, because I remember last year at E3, when they showed off The Division for the second year concurrently, that I had made a video about it, and I said, you know, they downgraded the graphics. We had watched their E3 conference, you know, live over on Twitch on my channel, and everyone in the comments, I remember this vividly, like it was yesterday, that so many people had seen the downgrade and agreed with me, and a lot of people had contested it after I put the video out, and so it felt like vindication, but so I didn't want to put out a video. But now that we got this update that's actually saying that the leaks are not max setting ultra gameplay, I wanted to update you guys on that because I did think that that was a relevant update for you guys. Apparently, what's happening here is there was a Reddit poster who put out a PSA saying that those settings are not actually ultra settings because there's Nvidia GameWorks features. We've talked about those quite a bit on the channel as well. Apparently, it's going to have some HBAO Plus worked into the game and some other Nvidia GameWorks features which were not on in the video which we saw. They had noted, and they had actually confirmed with a NeoGAF user which had already played the beta build of the game, which we're going to get to play in just a few days' time. I'm going to be playing it. He had confirmed that if in the beta build that they had played, if you tried to put on the GameWorks features, it required a restart, and when you restarted, it just reverted back to high. So it looks like the gameplay that we did see was not complete ultra max settings. It didn't have GameWorks features included. Now, whether or not you actually think this matters is a topic for, you know, well, it's not a topic for the day. It's a topic for today, actually. I was going to say it's a topic for the day, but it's not. It's a topic for right now. And right now, I want to say that, you know, you guys know me. You know I love my graphics. I love graphics, and we all talk about graphics a lot. And if you notice, we talk a lot about graphics on games, mostly before games come out, because that's really all we've got to talk about because we haven't played the game. And one of the biggest things we can judge before we've actually played something is how it looks. That's, you know, one of the things we can pretty much judge, you know, just by looking at it, obviously. But, you know, after you actually get the game, what leaves the lasting impression? It's the gameplay, because the game could look gorgeous, like Battlefront, but if it's not a good game at the end of the day, it's not going to keep my attention. I'm not going to keep coming back to play it, and that's what's going to matter for me at the end of the day after The Division comes out from Ubisoft. Since it is such an online-focused title, is how good is the online going to be, how good is the connectivity going to be, and how well is Ubisoft going to support the online post-launch. Those are my big concerns. That's my big 3 concerns of a title like this. Graphics, yeah, I like graphics. I want the game to look good. It's obviously, it's more important to me that it runs well and it's optimized over how it looks. You know, so, but they should be more honest, though, I feel, in their initial releases of the press releases. That's, I guess, the issue here, is honesty. And that's been a big issue with me in the past, telling, you know, I want to hold developers accountable, and if they put something out there for a product they're going to be selling and say, hey, here, this is our product we're going to be selling, and then later on, you know, you put out your $60 and it's a lesser product, then I feel like there has been somewhat of a bait and switch. But as long as they've shown us the gameplay before release, you know, they've given us ample time here. We've seen a lot of gameplay since E3 that is indicative of this final release, and we're going to have a beta in just a couple days, so I don't really feel like there's any wrongdoing on Ubisoft's part. I just feel like there's a lot of controversy over it, and I'm not really getting bent out of shape about it, but I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention to let you know this thing here today about the Nvidia GameWorks specifically. And speaking of Nvidia, our next topic is actually about Nvidia and AMD. We got GDC, Game Developers Conference, coming up in March in San Francisco. Always a lot of big announcements that people are looking forward to. And this year, without a doubt, I would say DirectX 12 is probably going to steal the show at GDC. I know as far as technology is concerned and games and graphical features are concerned, DirectX 12 is what's it, man. Everyone is, Windows 10 came out, people are waiting for DirectX 12 games so they can take advantage of the excuse of why they switched over to Windows 10 when they did. So, I mean, I know I'm waiting for DirectX 12, games basically for that reason, at least personally. Let me know in the comments below, how you feel about it, but that's why I'm waiting to switch. So I'm sure if you've already switched to Windows 10, you want DirectX 12 games even more than I would right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing more announcements. We're going to see things like enhanced HBO plus, like even better ambient occlusion technology, voxel-based ambient occlusions from Nvidia. So a lot of big announcements at GDC around DirectX 12, and it's going to be interesting to see the type of tech that's going to get integrated into games over the course of the next, however long DX12 lasts as our standard API. DX11 has had a good run. I don't know what year DX11 came into standard, but it's been a good while. We've had DX11 for a good while, so DX12 should be here for quite some time. But I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below what you think about the big announcements from Nvidia and AMD coming at GDC. What are you hoping to see? I know I'm really mostly waiting for Pascal. That's the big thing I want. Pascal, obviously. AMD, I want to see more announcements about Zen. I'm more interested about AMD's ventures into CPUs with Zen than I am about their GPUs, for sure. Really looking forward to Zen in 2016, and I hope you guys are as well. We've talked about it a lot on TGW. But I'm rambling again. I'm going to get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the comments. Ta-ra.